So efficient you are. Okay, hello guys. Good evening. I hope that you are fine.
Hello,
teacher.
Magister.
Hi, teacher.
Good to see you. Miss Larrea, that's good to see you after a long time. Haven't heard you in the video conferences.
Yes,
Any
I'm
of you.
sorry. I have to work in the same time of the video conference.
Okay, next time go to another one, right?
Okay.
All right, Miss Chicos, you can start. How many people are here? Six students?
Yes, we are 6.
Yeah, you can start. Thank you.
Okay.
Just remember something. At the moment that you are participating, I want you to take a screenshot and then include in the document to be uploaded.
Okay, Magister.
Yeah, my dears, start please.
So, hello, students. How are you today?
Hi, teacher.
Hi,
We're
teacher.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
I'm fine.
Okay, we are going to start now. And in this moment, we are going to do a short review about the previous class. So let's remember that in the previous class, we checked the past simple. Specifically, we checked the verbs, right? So, Raúl, what is a characteristic for regular verbs?
Okay, the main characteristic in regular verbs, we have to add ed in the final of the verb. It's the main characteristic, teacher.
Yes, correct. We have to add an ed. But sometimes this could change a bit. For example, when the verb that it is regular finishes in y, we have to be careful. Either the verb has a vowel or a consonant before the y, right? Because when we have a vowel, we have to add the ed directly after the y. But for example, in other verbs, when we have a consonant before the y, we have to change the y for an I and add the ed, right? So, Raúl, what is the past form of the verb need?
Needed.
Needed, correct. What is the past form of the verb play, Sonia?
Player.
Played, correct. Diego, what is the past form of the verb want?
Is wanted.
Wanted or wanted. Very good. What is the past form of the verb study, William?
Studied.
Correct, studied. And the past form of the verb like, Camila?
Is light.
Light, correct. And the E is silent, right? Now let's continue with the regular verbs, irregular verbs. So what is the main characteristic for these verbs? Let's see, William.
The main characteristics for these verbs is we have to change the structure of the verb totally or partially.
Correct. We have to change totally or partially, right? So William, yourself, what is the past form of the verb eat?
And the past of that verb is ate.
Ate, correct. Eat, ate. This verb changes totally. What is the past form of the verb go, Diego? I think your microphone is muted. Okay, so what is the past form of the verb go, Sonia?
Repeat.
What is the past form of the verb go? Can you hear me?
Repeat, teacher. Repeat. Repeat,
Yes.
teacher.
Can you hear me?
Okay,
The past.
The
What
past
word?
form of the verb go.
Go. Go.
Teacher.
Go you?
Yes, can you tell me?
when, teacher?
Went,
Went.
correct, went. It is went. Very good.
Hola, ¿me escuchan?
Yes, Diego. So, Diego, what is the past form of the verb sleep?
Okay, sleep, slept.
Slept, very good. Let's see, Camila, what is the past form of the verb choose? Choose.
Is chose.
Chose, very good. And William, or yes, William, what is the past form of the verb say?
Said.
Said, okay. And Sonia, the past form of the verb write?
Right. What?
Growth, growth, correct. So for this part, those are the verbs, right? Now, the speaking part has started. In this case, I am going to do a short review and we are going to talk about different ways to talk about past. So this tense, it is one of the most used because we use this tense in order to talk about narrative things. For example, if we want to talk about how was our day, for example, it is pretty normal to use this tense. Now, we can use the verbs in past form. For example, my favorite movie was The Lion King when I was a kid. I played hide and seek with my friends. So I am talking about past. Now, another way that we can use to talk about past, it is using these words, used to and would. These both have a similar meaning with the difference that used to is used with action verbs and state verbs. So we are going to use it for habits of the past, routines, or also permanent events of the past. For example, a permanent event in the past. I used to live in Quito, but a routine or maybe a habit that I had in the past, I used to play video games with my brother. This was not permanent, but it was an action that happened frequently, right? And finally, here I have the would, that it is similar, but we cannot use would with state verbs, only with routines or habits in the past. For example, I would visit my grandparents all holidays. I would run in marathons. So this happened frequently in the past, right? So someone who has any examples using this, maybe?
My teacher.
Okay, Sonia?
I used to practice extreme sport.
Correct, I used to practice. Very good. This is, we could say a habit in past. Very good. Anybody else?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Cami?
I used to go to the beach every summer.
I used to go to the beach. We can also say I would go to the beach, right? It is possible. Anybody else maybe?
Yes,
Me,
teacher.
teacher.
Okay, Raul?
I used to travel to my grandparents.
You used to travel to your grandparents' home, right? Very good. Someone else?
Me, teacher, me.
Okay, Diego?
I would to travel to Ambato with my family.
I would travel to Ambato, would travel. Okay, very good. Yes, I think everybody participated, right?
Me, teacher.
Yes, William, sorry. William, please.
I used to go to walk in the park with my mom.
I used to go for a walk. I used to go for a walk, or I would go for a walk. Both are correct. For example, used to, we cannot use would, for example, in cases of when we use the verb study, work, live, for example, right? These cases are state activities or permanent activities. Okay, so let's continue to the next part. Here we have a short speaking activity. Tell me a good, sorry, my bad. Okay, tell me a good memory that you have from your childhood. Okay, remember to use the vocabulary checked previously. It could be related to your family, from school, or a fun anecdote, okay? So who would like to start? I am going to go first, okay? So when I was a kid, I would visit my grandparents all holidays. And we used to go to Yaguarcocha, and after that, we ate ice cream in the center. That's a good memory for me. Who else would like to participate?
Me, teacher.
Okay, Cami?
I remember when I was about 14 years old and I went on a family trip to the beach. It was amazing because I got to spend a lot of time with my cousins and my little brothers. And one of the things I cherished the most about this trip was that on our last night, we made a wood fire at the beach, and while we ate marshmallows, our parents were telling lots of funny anecdotes about their childhood.
Okay, nice to know about the past of a parent, right? Very good. Somebody else?
Me, teacher.
Okay, please go ahead.
When I was a kid, I will fight a lot with my sister when we were a kid, but we know are good friends.
Okay, yes, sometimes happens that we have arguments with our siblings, right? Yes, it is pretty frequently, no problem. Very good, someone else?
Me, teacher.
Okay, please go ahead.
When I was a child, I used to visit to my grandfather's farm around a lot of animals, for example, cows, bulls, birds, chicken, a lot of animals. I think it's the best memory for me with
Yes,
my
like
grandfather. Yes.
living with animals. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Correct. So who's the next? Maybe Diego, Sonia, who would like to go first?
I remember I there with my cousins and crossed over on Water Channel of the story that from my house in a suitcase that which was supposed to us was above, and we sang. It was exciting and fun. That was really fun.
Okay, so yes, correct. In this case, sometimes we have places to visit near our houses when we are kids, and we don't realize that they are fun when we are grown adults, but yes, when we are kids, they are pretty fun. And finally, Diego, please.
Well, when I was a child, I liked to go to tourist places. It's the best memory I have now because of the time I can't.
Yes, traveling when we are kids, it is the best thing, right? Okay, very good. Let's continue. Here we are going to start a quick game, okay? So let me share the other screen with you, please. Okay. So this is a quick game. In this case, we are going to have like this roulette. Okay. Sorry. So in the color that it stops, you are going to be asked a question, okay? So for example, we are going to start with Camila. Are you ready? Yes? Okay. Yes. So in yellow, let's see what happens with yellow. What did you want to be when you were a kid?
When I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor.
You wanted to be a doctor. So now it has changed, right?
Be a teacher.
You want to be a teacher. Okay, nice. Let's see. Who's the next? Who would like to go next?
The teacher.
Okay, Raúl, let's see. Okay. Green or pink? Which do you want?
Green. Green teacher.
Okay, so tell us an activity that you liked to do when you were a child.
When I was a child, I visited to Peru with my parents. Machu Picchu. It was an amazing activity. Yeah, amazing ruins, pyramids, a lot of about the Peruvian culture. I think it's the best activity I did in my past.
Okay, so yes, correct. Very good activity, like visiting different countries. Nice. So who would like to go next?
Okay, because of the time, we are going to stop that way. Just a question, Dome, what application is that? I really like that.
This is a PowerPoint presentation, Magister.
And how did you do that?
I'm not sure.
To make the bottle run.
This was Sonia's idea. Actually, I didn't do this one.
I like that. What app is this? What is the name of the program?
It is PowerPoint.